Welcome back. It's Stacko Tuesday. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show, your beginner-friendly guide to saving in Bitcoin. It's Stacko Tuesday. And the question is, what is my plan now that Bitcoin has hit 104,000? Do we sell? Do we buy? Do we hodl? I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think I'm gonna say? Well, I'm not only gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it here live during the stream. So stay tuned. If you're new to the show here, we talk about Bitcoin Monday through Friday. We buy Bitcoin Monday through Friday because we understand that Bitcoin is the way to shield your wealth from inflation. All right. So, to get things started, let's jump into the first segment of the show. Of course, the Bitcoin strength. Today, the price of Bitcoin is $104,601.75. That's crazy. Crazy talk. You can buy 955 Satoshis for a single dollar. What the heck is a Satoshi? A Satoshi is a fraction of a Bitcoin. Just like a dollar is made up of 100 cents, a Bitcoin is made up of 100 million Satoshis. So don't let the price of $104,000 scare you. You don't need to save up $104,000. You don't save up to buy Bitcoin. You save in Bitcoin. And you can start with as little as $1, even 50 cents. Hard Hollow in the house. I don't know. That's a good question, Hard Hollow. I thought he was legit. Round of applause from the live studio audience for Hard Hollow. And for Pipeline Podcast, if that's really Pipeline Podcast. I don't know, man. It's kind of strange. It's the same question we got last week. Or last couple of days. The last time we was on. So it's a little sus, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's keep the show rock and rolling. Let's say, yeah, that is the Bitcoin strength. That's the Bitcoin strength for you. $104,000 Bitcoin. Dang. What to do? Well, first, before we decide what we're going to do next, if we're going to buy, sell, or just hold, let's talk about the basis for the show. Why do we even stack? Right? And that's in a segment we like to call. Here we go. Why we stack, your daily weekday dose of Bitcoin information designed to orange pill you. Your prescription has arrived. It's been filled. Your Bitcoin orange pill dispensary is online. Take one tablet daily. Individuals with very deep-rooted misconceptions of very basic monetary principles. Dosage may be increased to 2 tablets. Warning: side effects may include drastic shifts in time preference and sudden onset enthusiasm for peer-to-peer networks. Some users experience a reduction of trust for traditional financial institutions and an increased tendency to stack sats, Satoshis, fractions of a Bitcoin. No, but really, guys, I'm messing around. It's Taco Tuesday, Stacko Tuesday, ASMR portion of the show. We save in Bitcoin because it's simple, guys. Saving in Bitcoin is like traveling back in time and giving yourself a perpetually increasing retroactive raise for the hours you've already worked for as long as you hold a Bitcoin that represents those hours. That is the basics of why you should be saving, right? And if you don't understand what that means, go listen to that statement, dissect it, come back with your questions. I'll answer your questions live during the live stream. Or if you're watching the replay, leave it in a comment. I'll answer your comment in the next live stream, or I'll respond to the comment if it's an easy enough answer. All right? But that is why we stack. All right. I skipped lunch today to buy more sats. Let's go. Let's go. It's crazy how good the stacking is right now. I'll put a little background music here. Well, it's not crazy. It's not good. The stacking is not so good actually right now, but it's still good to see the stack value go up. I'm hungry, but not for food. I'm hungry for Satoshis. Let's go. Hungry for some more Bitcoin. Right. So today's episode is gonna be a little bit shorter than usual. So we're already through 2 segments actually. It's crazy. I don't have any polls today. I can't think of any polls. Just let you guys know that, man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling healthy. I went to jiu-jitsu on yesterday, and my body feels like, it feels good, right? I put on my DCA to BTC shirt today. I woke up today and chose to represent the gang. Satwise Jank's in the house. Round of applause from the live studio audience for Satwise Jank. Satwise, we're trying to figure out if Pipeline Podcast has been a bot this whole time. He asked the same question yesterday, and today he asked the same question again. I spent 15 minutes answering his question, and now he hits me with the same question. What's going on? Pipeline Podcast, are you a bot? Let's see. Let's make a poll. Is Pipeline Podcast bot? Let's see. Is Pipeline Podcast a bot? Maybe he just smokes too much. That's true. That's true. That's hilarious. All right. Hey, you never know. Maybe just forget stuff, right? You just forget stuff, and you have that question in your mind. All right. Enough messing around. Let's keep the show rocking and rolling. Let's jump into, the legendary Stack Recap, because we don't only talk about stacking Bitcoin here Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. We actually do it. And today, we'll be doing it again. Spoiler alert. What are we doing? We're going to continue to buy Bitcoin to stack in 2025. Yes. Should I buy Bitcoin at 104,000? My answer to myself is yes. You choose what you want to do. But for me here on the show, I'm going to continue to stack no matter the price. I see you guys might say 105,000. It touched 105,000. You're at a local high. But I'm just thinking to myself, dang, it's back down to 104,000. It's cheap sats right now. So, of course, today we're going to be stacking another $20 with the Bitcoin. But let's review our stack real quick and continue with the show. Have some fun. All right. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. One vote. All right. So in 2025, our stack is up about 15%. We've saved $3,480 worth of fiat dollars. We purchased 3.8 million Satoshis, or 0.38 Bitcoin. Today, that's worth about $4,000. It's not bad. It's gone up about 15% for the year. 2024, we're up about 74% for that stack. ABW in the house. Let's go. Round of applause from the live studio audience for ABW. Glad you made it. AB, Pipeline Podcast asked the same exact question yesterday, and we're trying to figure out if he's been a bot this whole time. So the poll is Pipeline Podcast a bot? Anyway, where was I? Yes, we've saved $7,345 back in 2024, and today that stack is worth about $12,000. And like I said, it will continue to go up for as long as you hold the Bitcoin that represents that value. Right? All right, and for the big dog, the final total for the whole show since the beginning on May 22nd, 2023. Our stack is at 95% gains. We've almost doubled our initial investment into the stack, into our show. That's crazy. That's crazy. I saw the vote and selected yes just to annoy him. Nice. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it is we're doing good, guys. We're doing good. You know, when we started, it's a little scary, especially if you don't completely understand what you're doing. But now it's like just, man, at this point, Bitcoin would have to drop to $59,000 for the show to be in the red. Like, think of what's more likely to happen. That should be the next. Okay, I'm gonna end this poll. Okay, I'm gonna end that poll. I'm gonna say yes. The people have spoken. Pipeline Podcast is a bot. Explain yourself, Pipeline Podcast. Explain yourself. The next poll is going to be the following. Will we see? What was our average buy price? Will we see 59,000 or 200,000? Oh, so no. What will we see first? Question mark. 57K or we'll say 150K, and why not $250,000? 150K. What will we see? Oh, of course, I guess that doesn't count. I mean, you're gonna see 150K before you see 250K. So anyway, what will we see next? You did vote? That's hilarious. That's awesome. All right, what will we see first? 57K, and we say 57K because it should have been 59K. Whatever. If we get back to 59K, that means that the show will be in the red. That means we would have lost 95% of our gains. Well, 100% of our gains, right? That's how bad Bitcoin had to be down. Bitcoin had to be down more than 50%. How about 50%? Where is that? Yeah, about 50%. Let's see. Let me make you the exact percentages, guys, so we can have a good, accurate poll. Oh man, that's a big drop. If that dropped that much, dang, all the way down there. Gee, I don't know. I don't think so. Dude. That's such a huge drop. Let's see, all the way down to 57K, it'd be like, for Bitcoin to drop to 57K, it'd be a minus 418%. Minus 400% dip. A minus 400% dip. Is that right? No. Am I seeing things? Oh, what's going on with this chart? This chart is off. Hang on. Oh, okay. It's not. Sorry. I looked at it wrong. Give me a second. That was my bad. It's not that. Okay. There we go. I had a bunch of flags on there that I didn't need. Okay, so now from 104,000 to where are we here? To 57K is minus 45%. Minus 45%. So that'd have to be down 45%, or it goes up. Let's see. Oh yeah, it goes up 45% to 150,000. What do you think is more likely? What's more likely, for it to go to 150,000, 250,000, or for it to drop back down to 57K? And whatever your answer is, If let's say your answer is it drops back down to 57K. If it dropped back down to 57K, what would you do? Would you buy more, or would you panic sell? Let me know. DCA to BTC. That's right. That's right. All right. Let me get back to where I was over here on the screen so I don't lose track of my stuff. All right. We're back. We're back. We're back. Bitcoin right now is at 104,000. We've done the majority of the show already. We've done all the segments. Now it's time, you know, to do what we came to do here on the weekly before it goes back up to 105. Stack another stack. The weekday stack for today. Since the price of Bitcoin is above our average buy price in 2025, today we're going to be stacking $20. A $20 DCA. $20 DCA. Okay. So now that we know how much Bitcoin we're going to buy, there's only one thing left to do. It's time to stack some corn. Bitcoin, that is. That's funny. I watched the video with my I watched yesterday's episode with my kids, and I thought it was hilarious that I said time to stack some corn. I thought it was funny. All right. We're stacking Bitcoin. We're going over to the Strike app. Opening it up. Boom. Hitting the buy button. Boom. Typing in 20. Dirty. Stinky. Weakening fiat dollars. Converting it to the most pristine asset you can own. Some Bitcoin. Hit next. Confirming the confirmation page. First, we cut the music. And we ask the Stack Bitcoin Show band to hit me with a drum roll. And we hit the confirm button. Boom. Buying $20 worth of Bitcoin today on the Stack Bitcoin Show live during the stream on our way to one whole Bitcoin. And just like that, we stacked an additional, what is it? $18,946 Satoshis to the stack. Now we're going to update the spreadsheet with today's buy and move on with our day. Today is 5/13/25. And the price of Bitcoin we deserve today is $104,560.33 Bitcoin. We bought $20 worth. The yield is 0.00018.946 Bitcoin, 18,146 Satoshis, and that is that. Slow and steady, continuing to DCA through the ups and the downs and the sideways. Proof of stack right here. Proof of work. Stacking daily, week daily that is, live during the show. On our way to one whole Bitcoin, hopefully. Okay, guys, I don't know what the heck is going on with the subscribers. We had a little, we'll call it a wave, even if it's a 6-inch wave of subscribers. We got up to like 367 subscribers, but now we're back to, we're back up to 366. We went down to 365, but we're now back to 366. I think I'm gonna continue to do the show, of course, because I really enjoy it. I love stacking. I love seeing you guys live. But I'm gonna also start making videos that are pre-recorded and just launching them to see how they do. Right? I don't know exactly what type of videos I'm gonna make, but of course it's gonna be to do about Bitcoin, to do about saving in Bitcoin, kind of stuff we talk about on the show, but maybe with some flow charts or some, I don't know, something to make it more appealing. And maybe it's the fact that the show is a little bit long, I guess, that's not appealing. I don't know. I have to figure it out, because after 2 years we should have a lot more subscribers, and I think it's the live format that's not very search friendly, right? So I'm gonna try making some vids that are a little bit more evergreen, more search friendly, and hopefully that will start to drive traffic towards the channel. We're gonna continue to do the show anyway, but that'll be our little extra thing. So if you see any videos from me coming out that are recorded ones, do me a favor, go on there, leave a comment, like it, and share it. That way we can get some more. Nah, man, don't worry about the people. You're more successful than you think. Hard hodl, I know, dude, but like I really want to get this channel to 500 subscribers so I can start to monetize it, right? And I know it sounds lame, but it'll at least be producing revenue for the stack. I want to get to 1 Bitcoin with the show's revenue. Does that make sense? So yeah, I get it. I know. I'm just gonna try it, but I'm not gonna stop doing this show. This show is primary, right? If doing an extra video that's recorded is gonna take away from doing this show daily, then I'm not gonna do the extra videos. This is still gonna continue to be the bread and butter of the show, even if it just means me stacking out of my pocket. Okay, that's fine. I don't have any problems with that. We're gonna continue to try different things. Hopefully grow the channel a little bit more. Don't worry, Hard Huddle. I'm not gonna take any sponsorships from nobody. Okay, I'm not gonna start shilling random stuff, except for DCA to BTC shirts. And we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that's just something that I'm kind of thinking about, and I want to kind of like preview for you guys so you guys know what's going on. If you guys happen to see a random video of me talking about Bitcoin here on this channel, so it'll be fine. All right, so that said, I think let's end this poll here. 50% people think that we'll see 57% first, and 50% think we'll see 150% first. So half and half. That is nuts, but I'm game for either scenario. Like I've stacked responsibly to where if the price of Bitcoin dips to 57K, I'm not worried about being forced to sell, right? It's called not being leveraged. It's called buying spot. Okay. And then if it goes up to 150K, I don't have anything to pay that I need to sell my Bitcoin for. But maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll talk about that tomorrow. I saw a couple of videos. I saw a video of a guy who's talking about having a plan to sell your Bitcoin at a certain price. If you don't, you're just gonna see it go up and down, whatever. And like, I think the comment was like, hey, if you're not gonna ever sell your Bitcoin, then why not just send it to a burn wallet? And I was like, you're ridiculous. That's a dumb thing to say, because like the point of having the Bitcoin is that you have an asset, and if you send it to a burn wallet, you're never gonna be able to. It's like you don't have the asset, right? So therefore, you don't have it. Anyway, having it until you find something that's worth trading your pristine Bitcoin for, I think is a better way to describe it. That way people like that don't get confused, right? Yes, I'm never selling it unless it's for something that's worth more than the Bitcoin. Okay, is that better? I'm never selling it until I find something that's better than holding BTC. Okay, and until then, it's gonna keep going up in value, going up in purchasing power. So, like you see the graphic that they have out there with like, oh yeah, a house used to cost whatever, 2,500 Bitcoin, and then it's cost 1,000 Bitcoin, right? How much does a house cost now? About 10 Bitcoins, right? $1 million house, 10 Bitcoins, and then eventually a house will cost maybe 1 Bitcoin, and then maybe it'll cost 0.1 Bitcoin, and then 0.01 Bitcoin, and it's like, how many houses do you want, right? Anyway, just a matter of time. But that said, to answer the question once and for all, and again for should I buy at 104K, I'm going to buy it at 104K. I just bought at 104K. I'm going to continue to buy at whatever price the Bitcoin ends up being, because I understand what it is. I'm not using it as a way to make more dirty melting ice cubes, fiat money. I'm using it because I'm already on the Bitcoin standard. I understand that when you're on the Bitcoin standard, the prices of things go down. And when you're on the dollar standard, the prices of things go up. So it's very easy to make the connection, very easy to make the next logical step, which is what? If you're saving in dollars, you're going to have to work harder and harder for the things you already have and the lifestyle you're already holding. You're going to have to keep working harder and harder progressively until you're not able to keep up, and you're going to have to downgrade your lifestyle. But when you save in Bitcoin, your life becomes cheaper and cheaper over time. You're able to spend less and less Bitcoin for the same lifestyle. So you tell me what you want to be. Constantly on the treadmill, working harder and harder at your 2 jobs and an Uber on the side just to make ends meet? Or you want to get on the Bitcoin gravy train and watch your wealth increase over time consistently because the dollar is depreciating so hard against Bitcoin that the value of your savings will go up if they're in Bitcoin. All right. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode. But until then, remember, if you ain't stacking, you're slacking. Later, guys.